there, Scorpio. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts, doing a reading on couples that are currently in separation. For some of you, maybe it's been a while. For others, maybe it's been a recent breakup. So let's go ahead and take a look at that energy here, Scorpio. I'll be using both of my decks here, the Heart and Soul Love Oracle deck, and then we'll go ahead and clarify everything with my Celestial Cosmos Tarot. All right, guys, so let's get into it. General advice as always. Please do keep that in mind throughout your reading. Always take parts of it that make sense and release the rest. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. You could also be cross-watching for Scorpio. So what does that energy look like here? I have literally 3 cards that wanted to come out, so let's go ahead and pull them. Look at this. Love notes. I love you, I love you, I love you. We have Kismet. This is a card of destiny, okay? And then we have Hope. These 3 cards, literally, as I was shuffling, just kind of peeped out together. And it says, you and I were 2 lost souls destined to meet in this lifetime. It doesn't matter how many wrong turns or choices we've made before we came into each other's lives. All that matters is that in the end, we got it right. We found each other. But we clearly have a situation here that brought you guys into separation. So we'll take a look at that, of course. But this is what's presenting itself. And then we have Hope. We all know what it feels like to be disappointed, heartbroken, left empty by promises that remain unkept. Then one day, life hands you a glimmer of hope that you're not meant to live this life disappointed, heartbroken, and empty. It never feels like it at the time, but the journey is always worth it. At the end of the day, Scorpio, what I feel, we clearly see that they still love you. You guys were destined to connect in this lifetime, and they're perhaps still holding on to the hope that you guys can revisit this partnership, that it's not over forever. Okay, let's go ahead and see. For those of you who are open to that, of course. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Scorpio. What do we need to know here? They clearly still love you. 2 of Cups. They still see you as their ideal mate, Scorpio. You know, maybe something happened clearly why you guys are at a distance from one another, but you're still the one that they have in their heart space. Very much so. All right, what else for Scorpio? Oh, wow, we've got the Magician. Okay, some of you guys might be thinking of Gemini or Virgo here. So what they want is, first of all, to get back together. Plain and simple. They don't want to be in separation. They love life when you're in their life. You know, they feel incomplete without you. Something's missing without you in their life. And ultimately, they're really focused on wanting to manifest something tangible here for the 2 of you to re-explore the partnership. So is that possible? We do have the Divine Masculine showing up here, okay? Now, for some of you, Divine Feminine, you could be the Scorpio. Divine Masculine could represent Aries here, since that's what the Emperor represents. But regardless of signs, let's go ahead and see what else we can find out here. High Priestess, and then followed by the Queen of Swords. For some of you, Divine Feminine, maybe you decided to end things with your masculine, and they're coming through in this reading to let you know, perhaps, that they're heartbroken that you guys are apart. They still see you as their person and really wanting to manifest a positive reunion, perhaps, you know? But you might still have your guard up a bit, Divine Feminine, especially if your masculine hurt you before. You could also be thinking of Aquarius here. So with the Fool, a new beginning, a fresh start, I can't help but feel that when it comes to the masculine anyway, that they still believe that this is something certainly worth a second chance. They want a new beginning to prove to you, Divine Feminine, that it's worth it. They don't want to give up on this connection that you guys have. but do you believe it as well, you know? Because you guys would both have to be on board in order for this to happen. Look at this. Okay, so we've got the Death card that is followed by the Tower. Okay, so something clearly ended here between the two of you. The Death card represents your own Scorpio energy. It could have been you, Scorpio, that ended things with this person. But you know, whenever I see these two cards next to each other, it's a blessing in disguise that this happened. You know, it's almost like the universe stepping in and creating this destruction of the relationship because it needed to either recreate a much stronger foundation or certainly particular lessons that needed to be learned in order to maybe give you guys a second chance at love if that's something that you want. But here's the separation. The one good thing out of all this is it makes way for change. You know, it's like going through that transformation. Whatever happened to break you guys up, something needed to shift and change so that it can't come back as the same thing. And if it does return, if it does come back, this is a relationship that would be a lot stronger than it used to be. Look at this, you've got the Sun. So right here representing more of a darker vibe, darker energy with the Death card and the Tower. So the Sun here brings the light back. You know, it's like an illuminated path comes after the storm. So if you're open to it, perhaps there's the possibility of a second chance for some of you. I feel it really depends on the Divine Feminine here. I feel if we were to ask the masculine, they're all for it. They want to try again. But Divine Feminine, you might still be a little bit apprehensive. You're not sure, even though you might still have love in your heart for your masculine. You guys had that Tower moment for a reason. So if you can find it in your heart to forgive what has happened or to be able to move on from what occurred to break you guys up, then there's a real chance at happiness here. Perhaps you guys are still destined to reconnect in this lifetime. We've got the Star. The Sun and the Star right next to each other. I mean, it's such a beautiful energy. So if they or you have been wishing for this person to return, you might just get it. I feel this could be a masculine that's focusing on that, dreaming, hoping, wishing that the two of you can make it work. So this wish might just come true for some of you guys. It's just going to take time here. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. I feel as long as you guys are on the same page, wanting the same things, willing to work for the partnership to grow and to thrive, then absolutely it's possible. The key is not to give up on each other. Look at that, Nine of Cups. So we've got two wish cards coming through here, the Star, the Nine of Cups. There is the possibility that a wish to come back together is possible. We are, after all, focusing on those of you who are not together. We have some pretty positive signs here to let you know that regardless of what you guys have been through in the past, there's enough love here to go around for you guys to re-explore a partnership that can have a second chance. All right, guys, so that's what I've got for you. If you're interested in your own reading, I'd love to do that for you. That link is down below in the description box. I'll go ahead and link my 2 decks down below as well. Thank you so much, guys. I will catch you on the next one. Take care.